YouTube, what did YouTube down on News TV? I'm your host, Dre Day. Got an article coming from Billboard, and it's good to see justice being served for the slain rapper FBG Duck. It's a sad situation. He was a rapper from Chicago on a come up, and I believe he was about to sign a major record label deal when him and his girlfriend was out shopping. I want to say for his kid's birthday. A few days prior, well, a few days later, he would go on to sign a major record deal. It was somewhere in a fancy part of Chicago when armed gunmen ran into a shopping center and gunned him down. He had a down girl too. She shot back and tried to neutralize the people coming after him, but it's too much firepower on the other end. But the title is Six Men Convicted in the Murder of Rapper FBG Duck. Photo of Mama Duck celebrating. Nearly 4 years since Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck was gunned down in the city's Gold Coast neighborhood. 6 men were found guilty of his murder by the federal jury on Wednesday, January 17th. The jury deliberated for 2 days. The daytime shooting took place in August 2020 when 2 cars pulled up and the gunman stepped out and began opening fire around 4:26 p.m. according to an incident report from the Chicago Police Department. Duck's real name, Carlton Weekly, was killed, while his girlfriend and another shopper were wounded in the attack. Throughout their investigation, federal officers tied the shooting to a gang war between Duck's Tukaville faction of the Gangster Disciples and the O-Block group of the Black Disciples, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. Charles C. Murder Liggins, who was one of the alleged shooters, was found guilty on 7 counts. The jury decided that he committed the murder, engaged in the conspiracy to murder Duck, wounded Duck's girlfriend, and used a gun in the incident. However, he was found not guilty of shooting the other shopper in the attack. Kenneth Kenny Mac Robertson, one of the alleged getaway drivers, faced the same verdict as Liggins. To Carlos Los offered another alleged getaway driver who was found guilty of the 5 counts. He was found not guilty of the counts of shooting Duck's girlfriend. Marcus Muop Smart, another alleged gunman, received the same verdict as offered. Christopher C. Thang Thomas, another alleged shooter, was found guilty of 3 counts. Duck's murder using a gun in a murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Ralph Teasy Turnip, who reportedly signaled the shooters to the location to kill Duck, was found guilty of 2 counts, murder and conspiracy to commit murder. All 6 men face mandatory life sentences. When stuff like that happens to a good person, regardless of what somebody else thinks of them, it ain't gonna go unpunished. The rapper's mother, Lashina Weekly, who was at the trial, told the Sun-Times, "Knowing that they will not do that to another family brings me comfort. Knowing they will not terrorize nobody else, they're done, the whole crew. O-Block and everything of it is done." And we got a video.
Chicago's O-Block gang have been convicted in the 2020 murder of a rapper known as FBG Duck. Duck's real name was Carlton Weekly. He was shot and killed shopping on Oak Street in the Gold Coast. The Tribune reports it took the jury 2 days to arrive at a verdict. The 6 convicted suspects are men between the ages of 24 and 34. All 6 were convicted of conspiracy to commit murder and murder in the aid of racketeering. 5 of them were also convicted of using a gun when Weekly was shot. Prosecutors say the men targeted Weekly as part of a long-running gang dispute.
When I go home and tell my grandkids that their father, justice has been served, that's gonna be a big burden lifted off my shoulders.
The Tribune reports a murder in the aid of racketeering charge carries the possibility of a life sentence. Sentencing hearings for the men are set for August and September.
Sad story, man. Young brother on the come up and had his life taken. I'm not too sure of all the stuff he got into in Chicago, but unless he took somebody's life, I don't see the reasoning for taking his life. But envy and hatred is some other down home news. Oh, there's a video of him when he was shot. Hold on, let's check that out a little bit.
Has found 6 gang members guilty for carrying out the brazen murder of drill rapper FBG Duck in August of 2020 right in the Gold Coast. The jury of 5 men and 7 women have remained anonymous during the trial out of fear of their lives. They deliberated for close to 16 hours over the course of 3 days before reaching a verdict. During the trial, prosecutors outlined a gang feud that was brewing for a week before the rapper was shot and killed. 6 men were convicted of murder in the aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit murder. That carries a life sentence. FBG Duck, whose real name is Carlton Weekly, leaves behind young children. His mother says justice has been served.
I just want to thank the United States government for doing a very good job on making sure that these guys would never hurt another mom or another child again.
The sentencing hearing for the men convicted, that's set to happen in August and also the month of September.
A Boeing.
Well, down on News TV, I'm Jody. Y'all have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.